I use a program called VectorMagic, and that allows me to vectorize. I'm going to show you how it works. I'm going to import an image here. So let me go to my Eric. Where did that's actually my free the giveaways here, Eric. And then we'll choose Eric 1. I come in here. So you can see here's the image to start. There's all sorts of settings you have in here. You can learn more if you buy the tool. You can use it. I'm going to go to full automatic and just let it figure out how it's going to vectorize. So it goes through this process. If you're not familiar with vectorization, the current image is a bitmap. So you have a series of pixels that go across and down, right? And so it's like a grid with pixels on it. And when you scale it up and down, you're going to have some degradation as the pixels get larger or smaller. When you convert it to a vector, it then becomes scalable, and it remains really nice and crisp. In this case, I'm vectorizing it because you're going to see it fixes some issues with the image. It also makes it crisp, and then I can save it as an SVG. Now, I'll show you something with the SVG. I actually was saving these as PNG and SVG, so I had a transparent background with the PNGs. I found image quality-wise the PNGs worked. I did find with the VectorMagic, the SVG sometimes introduces an artifact, and the reason is basically all the colors get broken into different shapes, and some of that stitching, there's a little bit of a gap, and so you see kind of this white line. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. So I just figured the PNG works fine, but I'll show you a tip with the SVGs. So I've got this now. What I can do is I can fix it. So sometimes when it does the vectorization, you get some weirdness, like, you know, maybe the mouth here. There's things you can do to fix it. I don't really mess around with it too much, but a couple things I do. So one is if I go to edit results, I can come in here and maybe I can clean this up. So I can do a color picker, and then I can fill this, right, and maybe get rid of that line. But you never know what it does because you're getting this thing that isn't the vector image. So let's see what happens if I update it. Let's see what happened to the mouth, because sometimes you get some weirdness as it doesn't have a shape, and then it might create a big looping shape in there. But you can do some cleanup work, some basic stuff in there. I wouldn't spend too much time. The other option you have is it gives you a color spread. So if you find you have too much detail and it gets weird looking, like in this case, I might not need these two colors. I can diminish the number of colors. So that actually fixed it up okay. Again, you're not going to spend too much time editing in here. A couple of things that I do. So if you go to custom colors, you can see I have a range of colors to work with. So it's just using a few colors. If I upgraded the color quality, you can see it's going to change the quality of the image. So sometimes you get better, sometimes worse. It just depends on how that particular image is, the color spread out there. I don't really like that gradient striping, so I usually try to use fewer colors, just so I don't get that kind of gradient look. So that looks pretty good, but you can see I lost some of the detail in there as well. But we'll go ahead and keep that as it is. And then I go through, look for something. One thing that I do is I do sometimes, like I'll come in here, because this I do find, I'm going to go back to custom colors and go back to I think this one, to fewer colors, because I think it actually looked better with fewer colors. So one of the things I do is I'll come in here and add little white dots in here, and it kind of livens up the eyes a little bit. You'll see here when we go in here. So if I go to edit results, actually that ended up with worse colors. So, you know, I'm actually going to start over. Let's just start over. We'll go with one. We'll go with whatever it did initially. So let's do full automatic. And then you can see it's just going to go and process that. Normally, I don't spend a lot of time, I think, with the talking through this on this video. I'm spending more time talking through it than I probably would do. So a couple of things I do is I just go through, try to fix minor glitches if I get them. I also try to add a little white dot in the eyes. That seems to kind of give a sparkle, especially when the eyes aren't that great. In this case, the eyes actually are all pretty decent, so I don't really need to do that, but you can if you want to. So I'll show you what I do, and then, all right, so this is good. We're not gonna mess around with this. We're gonna accept what it gave us. So what I'm gonna do, just to show you on edit results, sometimes what I'll do is I'll zoom in, do a color pick, and I'll take the pencil and I just do a little dot in the eye. What that seems to do, you'll see as we update it, kind of livens the eye up a little bit, especially on the ones where the eyes aren't that great. So just a little white dot seems to fix that. The other thing I'll look around and see, because I'm going to remove the background, see if there's broken white areas, because sometimes the white will bleed over. So I'll try to find places, like I'll go through the image and see is there a place where the white is kind of connected all the way through, or something with the shadow, or like say with the eyeball right here, and make sure that the white is closed off. So see, that little white added something to the eyes. So once I do that, I'm going to remove the background. This is why I really like this vector tool, Vectorizer, VectorMagic. It just does a great job. Come in here, settings. Now I've got all sorts of settings. I can save this as an SVG. I can save it as an AI file if I'm working with Illustrator. I'm going to save this as an SVG just so you can see what happens. And then I'm going to do 4 times, and I'm going to save that as well. So before we look at it, let's go ahead and open up Storyline and just see what the difference is. So if I come into my file here, here's my vectorized image. So we're going to insert that. Then here's my SVG image. The cool thing is, if the SVG turned out right, like let's just do this here. Let's zoom up. How much larger are these images going to be, right? We'll take this. And then the SVG is going to be a nice, crisp vector image. So if we preview this, we'll see the difference here. So you can see this is the PNG file, right? This is the SVG. Now this is an SVG, but as you can see, you get kind of this artifacting. That's just the nature of that tool. So it's creating these color panels, right? And then they're just separate, and then there's just a gap, and you can't fix that with this tool. They do have a product called Vectorizer.ai. So this is their product, Vectorizer.ai, and they do a really good job on the image and vectorizing the image. And right now it's free while it's in beta, right? Which it says right up here. I don't know what the cost is going to be. But they do a really good job. So we're going to take that same Eric image that we have here, and let's take this Eric that we vectorized already, and we're going to bring it in. Now it's pretty large, so we're going to hit OK, and it's going to go through this process of vectorizing the image. And you're going to see you're not going to get those white lines, and you're going to get a really nice crisp looking image. Right, so you could see even in that original PNG, when you zoom in, you can see the vectors, but in their AI, it just looks really nice and crisp. So that's it. So we'll download that. There's options, obviously you can see that. We're going to go ahead and download that, and then we're going to just save this here. I'll just call it AI so we know what it is. Hit save. Now let's bring that one into the actually so this was, we're going to delete the PNG. Let's move. This is the SVG that their desktop tool created, and then this is the SVG that their other tool created, the Vectorizer. And so if we preview these, it should be really nice and crisp. So you can see that's the difference. So pretty cool application. It's free. You can vectorize all those images that I gave you, save them as AI. as SVG files, and then you can come in there with, once they're saved, you can change the colors on them if you want to. So basically that's what we do. So we're going to go through, we clean up an image. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to do one more. So we got Eric 2. We're going to come in here, automatic. I don't really mess with these very much. It's just going to, whatever it gives me is I'm usually fine with. I might put that little white spot in the eyes. These eyes, I don't even really worry that much about them, but I'll just do it again since we did it on the first one. But I usually only do that when the eyes are a little bit wonky, just because that just wonkiness, it gets fixed a little with the vectorization, but by putting the little dot in there, that seems to fix that. So here's what we have. Let's go ahead. We'll edit results. Do the pencil. We'll do a little dot here, right? Ideally, it's a little bit closed. You don't want to get too weird because then you get this weird vectoring. So we've got that. Let's update it, see what we get. I think the little white dot kind of draws a little more focus to the eyes. To me, it looks brighter, like, you know, I don't know, just better. All right, so that's going to render. All right, so we have this rendered image. Looks pretty good. Again, everything's not perfect. The hands are probably not the best hands in the world, but we can live with that. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove background. Get a really nice, easy background removal process. Sometimes I'll zoom in, like you can see. You may not notice it until you drop it onto something with a different color. So you got to zoom in sometimes in the corners and just kind of quickly scan to make sure everything was picked up. Here's another good example where, okay, it bled, the white bled into here. We're going to fix that. I'm going to show you how. And then see it bled into the eyes too. So we're going to go next here. We're going to edit results. So we saw that the eyes, there's a problem there. So I'm going to color pick, and I'm going to just connect this. Right, that was one place. Here, the same thing. What we're going to do is we're going to color pick this. I'm going to draw this pencil through here, right? And I'm just going to fill this. And then we can do the same thing here. We'll do a color pick, pencil, and then we'll fill it. You don't want to do too much drawing because sometimes you get some weirdness. Let's do that here, and then we'll fill it here. And I think that was the only places where it. And we can do this while we're fixing this. Let's do this. Fix that where we knew we had to fix that. All right. So now let's update it. And that should hopefully fix those issues. And hopefully we don't get some wonkiness on the neck where we did a little bit more drawing than we probably need to. All right, so there's our image. Looks pretty good, right? So we're going to remove background. You can see how it just created this big loop. I'm gonna be fine with that. It fixed the neck okay. All right, so now let's go ahead and remove background. We can see it all worked fine. Remove background, and everything worked perfectly. And it looks all right. You know, it looks like maybe you could do something at the hand here, but I'm not going to worry about that. All right, and we're going to save this now. And again, I'm just saving it as 4 times, and then save as PNG and call it good. If you want to vectorize it, you have options. You have SVG, you have AI. But again, I think this is an older tool, so it doesn't really do that great of a job with the SVG and all those different, the different shapes and combining those. But their Vectorize.ai seems to work really well. So if you need that, the Vectorize.ai, while it's free, is a good way to convert those images. So that's basically it. You create the character. You need to clean it up a little bit. You need to upscale it, crop it. The AI upscalers are great because they do a pretty decent job fixing some of the issues. And then I vectorize it, gives me kind of a crisper image. It kind of also cements that kind of similarity in all those different images because of the way the vectorization helps. And it makes cleaning up the backgrounds and stuff a lot easier as well. Hopefully these tips help, and it's something you can do to create your own characters and kind of bring the quality up a bit.